it is. So I might have been recorded early there. All right, so this is lesson 2.6. The goal here is that you can create an equation based on recognizing and continuing a pattern, then use it to predict a term later in the sequence. So basically, we're going to try to figure out the pattern, and then we're going to make equations based on the pattern. So there are 3 steps in this process. And before we start, it's important for us to remember y equals mx plus b. That was an equation that we used like probably algebra, whenever you took algebra. So the first step in the process is to find the pattern. Okay, so we're trying to figure out what it's going up by or what it's going down by. So this is going to be like plus or minus. We're figuring out how much we're adding or subtracting. So that's step 1. Step 2 is to find where it starts. So that's n equals 0. Like this guy, we have to find the 0 term is what it's called. I'll refer to it often as the 0 term. And then the last step is to put it together. So basically what it's going to look like is pattern times x plus the 0 term. So we take whatever we find for the pattern here, put it in front of x, and then we add or subtract whatever the 0 term is on the end. So we'll look through some examples, but that's basically what it is you find the pattern, see where it starts, put it together, and then we'll use it to find other numbers in the sequence. So first thing, what is the pattern here? So from 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, what is happening?
It's going up by 1.
Yep. Plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. So the first step, we know that we go plus 1 or like up positive 1. Second step is we have to find out where it starts. So here's the deal. This goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to find out what this 0 term is. So if you look at that pattern, what would go in this box?
6.
6. So we have 6 there. I'm just going to highlight this because this is our 0 term and then this is our pattern. And then our last step is to write it together as an equation. So we're going to go pattern times x plus the 0 term. I'll change the colors just so you can follow, just to be sure. Oh crap, I should have put n. I'm sorry. It's a small detail, but I should use the letter n as in Nina or Nancy, because that's the letter we have right there. It's fine on the quizzes and homework and tests. Like if you use X, it's fine. So that would be our equation. We would put that in here, 1n plus 6. And then the last thing is we're going to use it to find the 30th term in the pattern. So what we would do is we would go 1n plus 6. Well, this time n is 30. What is 1 times 30?
30.
Yup. Plus 6 is 36. So that's what we would do there. If you guys want to take a picture, you can. In case you're not like writing it at the same time.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so let's try the next one. So the first step is to find the pattern. So here to here, what's happening?
Going up by 4.
It's going up by 4. So plus 4, plus 4. So I'm going to put a 4 here. Second step is what the 0 term is. So this is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We want to know what's going to go in that box there.
4. I mean 1.
It's going to go 1. How did you get that?
Because it was going up by 4.
So that means if you went backwards, it'd be like 4 less, right?
Yeah.
So then that's 1. And then the third part is to put them together. So we have 4 times n plus 1. 4 times n plus 1. 4 is from here. 1 is from here. And then last we do 4 times 30 plus 1. So we take this and we just replace that n with a 30. What is, I'll do it in here. 4 times 30 is 120. Plus 1, 121. I should explain also just really quick. This part right here, nothing goes in these boxes. That dot, dot, dot means the pattern continues. It just means like dot, 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 like keep going. So nothing goes in those boxes. If you want to take a picture again, you can. Okay. Let's see if I have anything left on this page. Nope. All right, couple left. So with this one, same thing. All right, first step is to find the pattern. What's happening here, 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 here?
It goes up by 3.
Yup, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. So the pattern is 3. Second step is to find the 0 term. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. What's going to be in this box?
4.
4. Put those together into an equation. So we get 3n plus 4. And then we have to find the 30th term. It's just 30 every time. I don't know. I think I just copied the boxes to be lazy. So 3 times 30 plus 4. 3 times 30 is 90. Plus 4 is 94. Are we okay, you guys? Are you starting to see the pattern or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so the next one then, first step, find the pattern. So from here to here, to here, to there, what's going on?
It go down by 2.
Good, it's going down 2, down 2, down 2. So down 2. Second step is to find the 0 term, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. On the homework, I think there's a couple where it might stop at 2 and then you got to go back to 1 and then to 0. So make sure you're actually in the 0 spot when you're doing your homework. Then what would our 0 be?
9.
9. Now we put it together in an equation. Here's the thing that's a little bit weird. So when we have a negative, we have to write that in the equation versus like plus 9. Versus up here, we just would write 3. But that's because if there's no sign, we assume that it's positive. But we have to make sure we know it's negative. So we go negative 2n plus 9. Oops. And then we go negative 2 times 30 plus 9. Negative 2 times 30, enter, plus 9, enter, is negative 51. All right. So before we move on to the one with the pictures, what questions do you guys have about like these with just like the table full of numbers?
I'm okay.
You're okay?
Yeah.
How about you, punks?
I'm okay. It's just my
Okay.
Wi-Fi is too bad.
I'll copy it in so you can watch it and like pause it if your Wi-Fi freezes up. Then you can like watch it as much as you need to catch what you miss, okay? All right, so here's our last one. There's two parts to this. There's actually two equations that we're going to find. One is about how many blocks there are, and the other is about the perimeter. So blocks is boxes. Perimeter means how much around the outside. So in the first image, how many boxes are there in the first picture?
1,
1. How many in the second picture?
2,
2. And then in the third picture,
3,
3. So then if we continue that pattern, what are these two boxes going to be?
4 and 5.
4 and 5. And then what's this 0 box going to be?
0.
0. So in black, I'm going to do this step. So the pattern, I think you notice, is that you go up by 1. The start term is 0. So when you put this into an equation, you get 1n plus 0, which is really just n. The point here, that's confusing looking, but what it's saying is these match. Whatever n is, that's what's down here. Whatever n is down here. N is down here. Okay, so they match. So that means whatever our equation is up top, it's going to match on the bottom. So the 30th picture, how many boxes will be in the 30th picture?
30.
30. They just match. So now I'm going to do the other one in pink. So here's what perimeter means. Perimeter means around the outside. So in image 1, the perimeter is 1, 2, 3, 4. In image 2, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In image 3, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is the pattern happening here?
It goes up by 2.
Yep, up 2, up 2. So what's this one going to be?
Which one? It's going to be 10.
Yep, and then?
12.
Good. What's this one going to be?
0.
It should be. This doesn't make any sense. It should be because there's no freaking boxes. But if we follow the pattern, it would be 2. Doesn't make any sense for the 0 term, but that's just how we make it fit for the rest of them. Okay, so just continue that pattern. So when we build this equation, the first thing is that it goes up by 2. And then the 0 term is also 2. I'm doing it in purple because this purple 2, and this is in pink because these are pink. So then when we put it into an equation, it's going to become, oop, crap, wrong one. 2n plus 2. And if we put in a 30, 2 times 30 plus 2. What's 2 times 30?
60.
60 plus 2 is 62. So again, it doesn't really make sense for the 0 because if there's no boxes, there's no perimeter, right? But like to make sure we have the appropriate perimeter for all the rest of the shapes, like all the rest of the pictures, we have to start with an extra 2. Okay. I'm going to stop recording for just a second here, or not a second, but I'm just going to stop recording. So give me a second.